وانفعنا وزدنا علما. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. اللهم إنا نسألك الإخلاص في القول والعمل والنية. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من أن نشرك بك شيئا نعلمه ونستغفرك لما لا نعلمه لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم إنا نبرأ إليك من حولنا وقوتنا إلى حولك وقوتك. اللهم أعنا ولا تعن علينا وانصرنا ولا تنصر علينا واهدنا ويسر الهدى. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. You can get closer a little bit. Let's make it a halakha, inshallah. Brothers together, sisters together, inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your niyyah, your intention. Don't forget it. من سلك طريقا يلتمس فيه علما سهل الله له به طريقا إلى الجنة. Seek a path of knowledge, Allah will give you a path to paradise, inshallah. No problem. Those who want to sit on chairs, no problem, inshallah. If you're not feeling comfortable sitting down, then inshallah sit on the chair. Alhamdulillah, once again, the dars of Tazkiyah, akhlaq. Our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam spoke about akhlaq, many ahadith. أقربكم مني مجلسا يوم القيامة أحاسنكم أخلاقا. The closest to me on Judgment Day are those people who have good akhlaq, who have good character. Make the niyyah, inshallah, to be with good akhlaq. اللهم كما حسنت خلقي حسن خلقي. اللهم اهدنا لأحسن الأخلاق لا يهدي لأحاسنها إلا أنت. واصرف عنا سفسافها. May Allah guide us to the best of akhlaq, the best of manners. No one can guide you except Allah. May Allah help us to purify our akhlaq, to purify our character, and to get rid of any bad manners. So let this be one of your intentions, inshallah, while you are listening and trying your best to better your character, inshallah. Today, we're speaking about one of the akhlaq that is mentioned in the Noble Quran as one of the manners of the believers. Specifically, it was mentioned right there from the beginning. From the second chapter of the Noble Quran, this is mentioned in the first section, the first verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. Alif Lam Mim. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. Allah says, Alif Lam Mim. This is the book, there is no doubt. There is no doubt. Right? Guidance to those who are muttaqeen, who have taqwa, who have the consciousness of Allah. Then Allah Azza wa Jalla will speak about the manners of those muttaqeen. You want to know if you are muttaqeen or not? الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ. Those who perform salah. And from what Allah Azza wa Jalla granted them, they spend. What is the manner we speak about it today? Spend. Spending in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is a quality from the qualities of the believers. If you find yourself, you love to spend more than you love to take, you are a muttaqi. You find yourself, you love to spend, you love to give, then you are indeed among the muttaqin. And Allah says, spend from what we provided for you. Another verse in the Quran, وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا جَعَلَكُمْ مُسْتَخْلَفِينَ فِيهِ. Spend from that which Allah gave it to you as a gift, as a trust. As a trust. The money is a trust with us. Whatever Allah Azza wa Jal gave to us, from fortunes, from capacities, from capabilities, they are actually gift and a trust by Allah Azza wa Jal. And we should utilize this to get to paradise. وَابْتَغِ فِيمَا أَتَاكَ اللَّهُ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. Seek in that which Allah granted you the life hereafter. So we're supposed to spend whatever we get, we spend. In not spend all, but to have that manner of spending, love to spend, love to give. We'll speak about what kind of things that we can spend shortly, inshallah. But before that, I'm affirming on the importance of spending. There are over 30 verses in the Quran that spoke about infaq, of spending in sabilillah. And many ahadith that spoke about sadaqah, about charity, the optional charity, not the zakat, the compulsory charity. No, there are optional charity. We will handle some of those inshallah. Remember, Allah Azza wa Jalla in the Hadith Qudsi, it says, Abdi anfiq unfiq alayk. My servant, spend, I will spend. We believe Allah, right? We believe Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, right? So Allah Himself is telling us that when you spend, Allah will spend. And when you keep, when you are miser, what will happen? وَمَنْ يَبْخَلُ فَإِنَّمَا يَبْخَلُ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ. And nafsi, you are actually depriving yourself. When you don't spend, you are actually depriving yourself. And that money that you are supposed to spend, you will find yourself spending it but somewhere else. By the doctors. Or by a car accident. So you're supposed to give, but you didn't give. Allah was calling you to give, and it was ordained that, subhanAllah, if you have given that amount of money, maybe Allah would have protected you. Hadith said, speaking about the importance of charity, Al-mu'minu fi dhilli sadaqatihi. The believer is under the shade of his charity. Yani protected. When on Judgment Day, you come on Judgment Day and your charity, whatever you used to spend in this worldly life, is covering you, is protecting you. And in this dunya too, some scholars say, even in this worldly life, you are under the shade of your sadaqah. What is the meaning? In this worldly life, you are under the shade of the sadaqah, of what you give. Meaning that maybe it was related to do something wrong here, or something bad happened to you, or to your kid, or to them, and you spend that. But because of you spending fi sabilillah, Allah protected you. That sadaqah protected you. And there are so many stories to speak about that. The importance of giving, loving to give. The believers, the muttaqeen, they love to give. They wish to give anything that they can. And Rasulullah was an example to them. كان أجود من الريح المرسلة. He was more generous than the wind. The specific wind that comes with the rain. Rasulullah was more generous than that. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A person one day came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. فأعطاه غنما بين جبلين. The narration says, he gave that man. He said, give me something of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he said, do you see this sheep there that fell in between the two mountains? He said, yes. He said, here, like, it is yours. He said, do you want yours? I said, no, here, like, it is yours. Go take it. Take it all. So it is mentioned that that man said the Shahada, and he returned back to his people, to his tribe, and he said, go to Muhammad and accept Islam. إِنَّهُ يُعْطِي عَطَاءَ مَنْ لَا يَخْشَى الْفَقْرَ. For he gives such giving that he doesn't fear poverty. And Rasulullah was like that. He used to give. And when he passed away, he had only a few dirhams in his house, and he gave it away. When you leave this world, what do you take with you? Nothing. يتبع الميت ثلاث. يذهب اثنان ويبقى واحد. Two will go and one will remain. The two that will go, your children and your wealth. What will remain is what you produce for the next life, what you used to give, what you used to spend. One day Rasulullah slaughtered a sheep. So he said to Aisha radiallahu anha, give part of it, he said, sadaqah. She gave 1/3. She gave, 2/3, and kept 1/3 for food. So he said to her, after a while, he said to her, come back here, Aisha. What is left from it? Ya Rasulullah, 2/3 are gone, and 1/3 is left for us. He said to her, no, Aisha. 2/3 are kept for us. The one that we gave, those are kept for us by Allah. And what is left, and what is gone, is what we kept for us to eat. This is what's gone. But the 2/3 that we gave, this is what is left, what remained for you. Imagine every day, how it had it, get accustomed. Every day give some sadaqah. Every day give some sadaqah. Spend something peaceably. What did you give today? What did you give yesterday? Days just pass like that. Every day that just pass like that. No sadaqah. No spending peaceably. One of the virtues of sadaqah is that you feel the effect of it immediately. Remember this. You can take note, those who have papers. One of the benefits of sadaqah, you feel the effect of it immediately. That's why sometimes people come and say, Sheikh, I'm having depression. Sheikh, I'm sad. Sheikh, I'm having anxiety. I'm having this, I'm having that. I tell those people, give sadaqah and say, but give it yourself. Go look for someone who's deserving and go give him some sadaqah or some food or help him in some way. And you will see the effect of it immediately. You'll start to feel better. The person will start to feel better. Why? Because of your sadaqah. Because of your sadaqah. And Allah Azza wa Jal, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it like that. وَالَّذِي حَبَّبَ إِلَيْكُمُ الْإِيمَانَ وَزَيَّنَهُ فِي قُلُوبِكُم. Allah Azza wa Jal made Iman, faith, adorn in our hearts. Adorn. What is that adornment of the faith in our hearts? Zeenatul Iman, that sweetness of the heart, in the heart when you give, when you do any good deed. Doing good makes you feel good. That's the Zeenatul Iman, because this person is a believer. When you do it for Allah, when you give for Allah, and when you help for Allah, you feel better inside. That's how Allah created you. It is in your innate nature. So go do some good, go do some charitable work, and you will see how it's effective. Understand? Another virtue of sadaqah. If you have any difficulty in life, your matters not going right, can't find a job, can't find a wife, right? Having certain situation, difficulties, etc., blockages in your life, what is the solution? Give. Where is the reference to that from the Quran? فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. As for the one who gives, while having taqwa, consciousness of Allah, we shall make his matter easy. Allah will make your situation easy. Anytime something is not right, give something. You'll see how Allah will facilitate the situation because of your sadaqah. And you can make dua after giving the sadaqah. You will make dua with the intention. You give the sadaqah with the intention. And you make dua, Allah, cure my daughter. If you know that I did the sadaqah, I gave the sadaqah for your sake, Ya Allah, cure my daughter. Give sadaqah, and you do that. For an example, this is an example. This is called التوسل في العمل الصالح, and this is recommended. Where you do some good deeds and you ask Allah through the barakah of the good deeds. Understand? Sadaqah is doing, facilitate your situation, makes your situation easy. This is also from the benefits of sadaqah. طيب. A narration says, الصدقة تدفع 60 بابا من باب السوء. It extinguishes the wrath and the anger of Allah and pushes away 60 doors of evil. Allah, sadaqah pushes away 60 doors, closes the doors of evil. You give sadaqah, this is what it does. Your sadaqah is doing that. What else from the virtues of sadaqah? We're still speaking about it. طيب. And not only sadaqah, we're speaking sadaqah and spending generally. So don't think that spending is only money. Not necessarily. A man gave water to a thirsty dog in the desert, Allah forgive all his sins. Can give food, can give drink. لا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا. The Prophet ﷺ says, don't underestimate any good. Don't underestimate any good. ولو أن تلقى أخاك وجه طلق. Even if you meet your brother with an open face. Understand it? So sometimes you might find one loaf of bread. How many one loaf of bread? No, don't underestimate this loaf of bread. You give it sincerely to Allah. Maybe this loaf of bread will take you to Jannah. One day, Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha, some beggar came by the door and she didn't find anything in her house except one grape. Not a bunch of grape or something, no, just one grape. And then she took that one grape and she gave it to the beggar. And so her companion next door said, Ya Aisha, what will one grape do to this poor hungry man? She said, didn't Allah Azza wa Jal say, anyone who does an atom weight of good shall see? How many atoms is in this grape? Can't count the atoms in the grape. So many. Allah will give you the reward of that. If you do it sincerely to Allah, for Allah, you will see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless it. There's something also about the virtues of sadaqah is that Allah Azza wa Jal receive it Himself. The narration says, يَتَلَقَّاهَا بِيَدِهِ. Allah Azza wa Jal, it falls in the hands of Allah. What you give for Allah falls in the hands of Allah. فَيُرْبِيهَا لَهُ. Allah will multiply it for you. That sadaqah, Allah will grow it for you. You know, sometimes people in the past, I remember farmers in Egypt, those poor people, sometimes they don't have animals. So some rich person will give them that food, will give that poor man some animal, a cow, or a buffalo, and that person will grow it for him. and to take something from him. Allah doesn't need anything from you. That person will grow for him. Will grow for him. Come after 5 years, he come and find, mashallah, 6, 7 cows, new ones, right? And together and became bigger and the price. That's how the meaning of your biya. To grow, to make it bigger. It's like an investment. You put that sadaqah in a box, it will remain, but it won't remain as is. No, it will grow. So you come to Jannah, you find that sadaqah. So much rewards and hasanat. Where did it come from? Only the small money that I gave all of that? Yes, that's how it is. Understand? All these are what? Virtues of spending fi sabilillah. Another benefit and virtue of spending fi sabilillah. When you spend, Allah keep the blessings which you have. When you spend from it, Allah will preserve it for you. You have a car, you help people with this car. You have a business, you give people from the business. You take care of them. You are healthy, you help people physically, with your health, you invest in them. Right? You have knowledge, you spend from that knowledge, you teach people from that knowledge. So don't think spending is only money. Whatever Allah granted you, spend from it. And then what will happen? Allah will preserve it for you. Allah will keep the ni'mah for you because you give from it. And there are so many stories in the Quran, Ashab al-Jannah, the people of the garden, when their father died, they stopped giving. Allah burned their garden. Right? In the Quran, it is in the Quran. And in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, many hadith like that, people who used to give, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep and preserve the blessings for them. That man who one day, the narration says, one day a person was walking in the desert. So as he was walking in the desert, he heard a sound from the sky. The sound was saying, talking to a cloud, and saying, Isqi hadiqata fulan. Irrigate with your water the garden of so and so. Mentioned the name of a person. So that man looked in the sky, found only one cloud. But there are no other clouds. And he said, Wallahi I'm going to follow that cloud. I'm going to check where the cloud is going to go. So he followed the cloud. He found the cloud, came on top of the mountain, and started raining on top of the mountain. And then the water started to get together and make a small fountain, stream of water. And he followed that water in the stream. He followed the water. He followed the water for some kilometers until that water led him to a garden of a certain person. He found a very lovely, beautiful garden. He entered. He called on the name of the person who heard from the sky. So he said, so and so. He answered. How did you know my name? He said, I heard a sound from the sky saying to the cloud, give water to the garden of so and so. So I followed it and I want to know, what are you doing? Exactly, what are you doing? The order is coming from him that the water must come to you. He said, I made a deal with Allah. Listen to this. I made a deal with Allah Azza wa Jalla that whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give me from provision from this garden, 1/3 will go to the poor. Remember, the sadaqah here is not 1/3. For that, the yusra bimai al-matar, it's 10. Supposed to give the 10. No, he's giving 1/3. One whole third of it, sadaqah, yani extra. And then 1/3 goes back to the land. 1/3 goes back to the farm to buy seeds and for the cultivation, etc. And the other third he uses for his family and for himself, etc. So that was the deal that he did. And because of that, Allah Azza wa Jalla kept on sending the rain to this God. There are so many stories how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserved your ni'mah because of that. And you can do this thing by Allah Azza wa Jalla. Even before starting a business, or if you already started a business, Ya Allah, this is a secret deal. You talk to Allah like that, between me and you. Whichever is going to come, I'm going to specify for it that certain amount for the deen, for this masjid, for this madrasa, for this hospital, for this poor family, for this, for that. It's between you and Allah. And the Arabs say, Al-markibu allati fiha lillah la taghraq. A boat that has something for Allah, it will never sink. So never say. So something for Allah's right. And the hadith affirms on that. إن لله أقواما اختصهم بالنعم لمنافع العباد يقرهم فيها ما بذلوها. The nation says, Allah Azza wa Jal has certain people, Allah bestows His blessings upon them. As long as they are spending from it and taking care of others. فإذا منعوها, once they stop giving it, once they stop giving from it, حولها إلى غيرهم. Allah will take it away from them and give it to others. Do you see? Do you understand? Allah is using certain people because you see, try to understand the formula. The formula is like this: you are spending, so you're not only spending on yourself and family. You are spending on some other families, and you have some other employees working for you, and you taking care of them very well. Or you giving many sadaqat to many poor families, etc. Who's Ar-Razzaq? Allah. Ar-Razzaq will give you your risk and the risk of those people. So your risk is going to increase. Why is it going to increase? Because it's not only you. It's not only your family. It's not only your children. No, you're taking care of your mother, you're taking care of your aunt, you're taking care of some poor person here, there. Allah will take care of you because of that. The risk will start open for you. That door of risk, another door of risk will start to open for you. Why? He's taking care of that. He's insisting to take care of those people. And whatever is left for him, he shares with himself and his family, etc. Allah will open for you a door. So you can help that cousin of yours. You can help that poor family here. You can help that. And as you're doing that, you will see the risk of Allah's ongoing until you get. Understand? Do you understand the formula now? All these are virtues of spending في سبيل الله. Allah Azza wa Jalla says another virtue. لن تنالوا البر حتى تنفقوا مما تحبون. You shall not get birr until you spend from what you love. You shall not get birr until you spend from what you love. But what is birr? You need to understand this term. It's very important. البر كلمة جامعة لجميع معاني الخير. Bir is a word, a comprehensive word that includes all meaning of khair. All meaning of khair falls under this word bir. Any goodness in life and in the afterlife can come under the word bir. Understand? So Allah says, you won't get bir until you spend from what you love. Not from what you hate, not from what is left over, not from what you don't have any desire in. No, you still have a desire in it, but you're giving it away. When the companions understood that, some of the companions said, Ya Rasulullah, this hadithah, this garden is the dearest to my heart. I'm giving it away. They understood it like that. This is the dearest thing to me, Ya Rasulullah. I'm giving it fi sabilillah. Understanding? That's what spending can do for you. Then, here there is a laughter, there is some kind of reflection. The championship is to spend in the right time. Many of us might love to spend, but not in the right time. Meaning, towards the end of their life, they want to spend. When they know they're going to die, they want to spend now. But they might not get that opportunity to spend properly. That's why Allah says, وَأَنْفِقُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ مِنْ قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتِ. We read it in Surah Al-Nahl. وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُمْ. Spend from the right before death comes to you. من قبل أن يأتي أحدكم فيقول ربي لولا أخرتني إلى أجل قريب. Oh my Lord, if you just delay me till a certain time, I'm going to lose. And some will say that already after they die. After they die, they will say, Ya Rabbi, just give me some time, I can come back to dunya and spend. Ulama says, بِمَا رَأَى مِنْ فَضْلِ الصَّدَقَةِ. Because of what they saw from the importance of sadaqah. Is the right? So لِمَا يَرَى مِنْ فَضْلِ الصَّدَقَةِ. From the benefits and the virtues of sadaqah. They saw it already in the next life. They want to come back to dunya to give sadaqah. To give so much of sadaqah. That's not their benefit. So the championship is to do that. You own your time now, Akhi. You own your money now, Akhi. Why do you want to wait for your children to donate on your behalf when you're already in the grave? Why do you want to wait for your cousins or for your family or for your sister or for your daughter or for your son to donate on your behalf When you are sick, they might not listen to you even. They might not listen to you. Now you all your time, you are healthy enough to say, okay, this is a sadaqah, this is for this masjid, this is for Allah, this is for this is for that, like that. Understand? So the championship is to spend in the right time. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned it. How many minutes? ولا تمهل حتى إذا بلغت الحلقوم قلت لفلان كذا ولفلان كذا وقد كان لفلان. Don't delay the sadaqah or giving or spending until your soul reaches the hulqum. Then you say, oh, I want to give to this one and I want to give to that one, and you are in a hurry because you really realize that you're going to die. No, I want to give here, I want to give here, but the time won't give you, the time won't give you that opportunity. You're already done. Don't wait for that. Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah says in his kitab, Sayd al-Khatir. There's a kitab called Sayd al-Khatir, hunting the thoughts. It's not a kitab from chapters or something, but he used to always record there his reflections and his thoughts. Sayd al-Khatir. Very beautiful kitab. So he says in that kitab, in that book, he says, إن من أعجب الأشياء إفاقة المحتضر. He says, from the most amazing things, and seriously, is the time of احتضار. The time when the person is dying. فإنه يفيق استفاقة. That person who's dying in sakarat, maybe it takes few days, sometimes it takes few weeks. Someone is dying, it takes some days or some weeks. But then at a certain time, he starts to be completely conscious. Some people think, oh, he got cured or something. He's now okay. He get, and this is witness, yeah, mushahid. He will regain his consciousness and everything for a while. That while maybe 1 hour, maybe 1 minute, maybe days, Allah. And then during that time, knowing that death is so close, you try to do everything we could. Try to do everything that's good, but you have limited time. You already have very limited time. And then he says in the same reflection, he says, if he did like that all his life, he would have been very successful. He had the same spirit and the same activeness in the last moments, he would have actually succeeded. Now you realize, now you have to give in the right time. Why people are having or giving sadaqatul jariyah and they don't give sadaqah? How many sadaqatul jariyah do you have? Spending, one of the best spending is sadaqatul jariyah, perpetual charity. Every single one of us, as the people witness coming here in this masjid, we should be having something between you and Allah. Khabi'a, hidden good deeds. No one knows about it. Only Allah. Sadaqatul jariyah, perpetual charity. Maybe forever. Some sadaqah jariyah, it goes for a long time. Like what? We can give you examples in Cape Town. Awal Masjid is an example. Who gave the land of Awal Masjid? Who's her name? Sarah? Sister Sarah? Yeah, Sister Sarah. 300 years ago, she gave a sadaqah jariyah, a perpetual charity, the land that she gave. Now everyone is making salah in that masjid, every khair in that masjid, every adhan, every salah, every ibadah in that masjid, every Quran recited, every i'tikaf is in that. She's sharing similar reward while she's in Agri. 300 years past, Allahu A'lam for how long the masjid will be. For sure, inshallah, it's going to remain the judgment. Ameen. And us also, we must also think ahead, invest for your future. Ammir akhirah. I'm going to do something for my akhirah for a long time. Not only for 100 years of me in my grave. No. Not only for 200 years of me in my grave. No. I want to make sure that this is something that I'm going to invest in. For my akhirah, it's going to be for a long time, for thousands of years. You think for yourself. Is it a hospital? Is it a masjid? Is it ilm beneficial knowledge that you're going? Is it Quran, Mushaf al-Warratha, that you're going to give 50 rand to print the Quran and the translation of the Quran? Many organizations are doing that. For how long the Quran will remain? Allahu A'lam. You think for yourself. Some people, I know, they use their sadaqah jariyah is planting trees. They plant trees. They want to plant because the tree normally lives for a long time, especially the palm tree. The palm tree lives for 300 years or 400 years. The olive tree lives for 1,000 years. Imagine you plant few trees, and then those trees, anyone who's eating from it, any animal, any bird, anything that's benefiting from it, including insects, you're getting reward. In your grave, you're getting reward. Anything, including what has been stolen from it. وَمَا سُرِقَ لَهُ صَدَقَةٌ. Even what was stolen from that will be also sadaqah. You see the importance of spending? And sadaqah jariyah, invest time. I'm going to stop talking about the virtues because if you kept on talking about the virtues, wallahi, I didn't finish 20% of what I prepared. I didn't finish the virtues. I'm talking about the virtues only. I didn't finish 20% of what is prepared from the virtues of sadaqah. There are so many. But I want to speak to you about two types of sadaqah. One is sadaqah secret sadaqah. And one is sadaqah al-'alam. You give sadaqah in public, and the other is you give sadaqah in secret. Which is the best? Most of the scholars will tell you sadaqah al-sirr. Some scholars will say it depends on the situation. How? Yani, we are in a situation. We want to build this masjid. We want to build something in this masjid. Yeah, brothers, who's going to donate for that maktaba that we want to build upstairs? No one. No one raised hands. Yeah, ikhwah, who's going to build? Who's going to take part? No one. Someone wants to encourage the people around. From me, 500 rands. He said it for what? To encourage others to speak. This is, at that moment, this is better than the secret. He could have just said, I'm in secret. But no, he did it for the intention of letting all others start doing. So he opened the door. In that situation, this one is more reward. And this is very good, accurate opinion. But generally speaking, if alhamdulillah sadaqah is going, then in secret is better. Why? Because of the ikhlas. There is no shubha, there is no doubt. It is done for show off, or riya, or sum'ah, repetition. That's for Allah Azza wa Jalla. Understand your point? So try to give it secret, and also in public if the intention is to encourage others to give. Right. Now, there is some etiquettes that we should take into consideration when we are spending. Number one, عجل بها. What is عجل بها? Fast as possible. For sadaqah, as soon as you get the intention, do what? Quickly do it. Why? Because shaitan, when he knows your niyyah, he will create for you so many doors. There is no oil at home. You want to give sadaqah, there is no oil. Come. That your children need clothes. And you come in here and your wife, shaitan will go tell your wife. Go tell him there's something missing in the house. And you start to find so many things coming in your mind. Oh no, you must do the car, man. The car is, with your car, go fix your car. To stop you, but make you distracted. That's what shaitan is doing. The narration says it. لا يخرج أحد درهما من الصدقة or دينارا من الصدقة. Some people, a person might not be able to give a dirham from sadaqah or any sadaqah until he defeats 50 shaitan. So there is 70 shaitan. And the time when you overcome all of that and you give sadaqah, you defeated 70 shaitans, the whispers of 70 shaitan to try to stop you from giving. That time you succeeded, you defeated the whole army of shayateen. When you managed to give only one sadaqah. You managed to give only one sadaqah. Some people, this is sajiyah. This is a khuluq. It became a manner that they love so much. So it is easy for them. Shaitan don't try with them. Because they now love to give, so they kept on giving sadaqah. So until it became a dear thing to them. Very dear and close to them. They love to give more than they love to give. So Shaitan doesn't try on this door. But he tries on with them. With those same people. He won't leave. He will try to spoil it in a different way. You give sadaqah? Okay. Tell this people about it. Go speak about it. Go tell people what you did. I gave 1,000 yesterday, guys. You give 100, I gave 1,000. Maybe he loves to give, but he loves also to show off, to tell people, to make a repetition for himself, to lose the door. The time won't leave you. If you give it, quiet. Don't tell anyone. Give it. Or بالمن لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى. Don't spoil the reward of your sadaqah بالمن والأذى. And then is to come to that person who you give him sadaqah, say, didn't I give you this yesterday? Didn't I give you these shoes? Right? That's men. That's called men. You embarrass the person. Men. So people they come in a group and say, I helped this one, I gave him this job and I did this to him and I did this. What is that? Men. Who's the thabak? Don't. Give it for the sake of Allah, not for him to say, Wal-adha is to hurt the feeling of the person. Like, some beggar came by the door. Go work, man. Go find yourself a job. No, man. And obviously it appears on your face. You're not like giving him a nice advice and smiling. No, he is scolding. Allah said already. As for the beggar, you mustn't scold the beggar. Either you give him nicely, or you smile in his face and apologize and say, sorry, I'm not. That's better than to scold him and to speak in a difficult way to him. And in this manner, you are again losing your thawab. Again, losing your thawab. Take this into consideration as well. The next point, also from the adab and the etiquettes of giving sadaqah, is that try to give yourself. Try to give it yourself. Because when you give it yourself, you feel it. You feel it. And try not to wait for people to come to you. Go to them. You check. You check your neighbor. You check the poor family. There are some people in your own family who are poor. And the best sadaqah is for those people. Start with the close relatives. Have a cousin, you have a nephew, you have someone. You check his condition. Maybe he's shy, he's embarrassed to tell you. You need to check. Are you okay? You ask someone else, is he fine? Is he okay? No, Allah, he's in debt. And he's having that. Yes, no, this is the one that is supposed to help. He is more deserving of it more than anyone else. This is the one that you're supposed to help. Understand it? Right. The next point is don't forget the sadaqah on the oppressed people, wherever they may be, such as our brothers and sisters in Palestine, Gaza, Syria, Yemen, Afghanistan, Burma, all these countries where there are oppression. It is our duty to help them. وَإِنْ اسْتَنْصَرُوكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ فَعَلَيْكُمْ النَّصْرُ. They seek your help. But I can't help physically, Sheikh. I can't go there. Maybe you can't go there, but you can at least give something. Understand it? So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among the Mutassaddiqeen, among those who love to give, among those who love to spend, among those who will taste the sweetness of Iman when they give and spend في سبيل الله. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Unless you know that the person is going to be okay. If not, when the shops are open, yeah. Is that